Hello. Now, the second most common question we are asked after what does nearly new mean is how to wash cashmere. So this video is to tell you and explain how we keep our cashmere looking really clean and in great condition. Now, we always wash our cashmere in the machine. We have a big machine that has a very reliable 30-degree wash. So we would always recommend wash your cashmere in the machine if you have a reliable and modern machine and you can rely on its temperature. 30 degrees, a quick cycle. If you have a cycle that's about 25 minutes long, that is perfect. And make sure it has a fast spin at 1200 revs per minute, the spin. Cashmere doesn't like to sit around wet. So if it's not spun out properly, you're more likely to have problems with felting and things because it sits around wet. In terms of liquid, we don't use a specialist liquid. We are washing literally hundreds, well thousands of jumpers a year. That is what we use, personal, professional. Nothing unusual about it. We like the jumpers to be really clean and we find that that does the job, and we use a Comfort Professional fabric softener as well. So that's the washing, and then the drying. If you're at home over the banisters, on a towel on a spare bed, we have racking here in our workrooms, and we dry with, we have a dehumidifier that we run because we're washing, as I say, sort of 200 to 300 a week, and that's how we deal with it here. But at home, just in a warm place, but not over a radiator, you'll end up with problems with shrinkage and felting if it changes in temperature too much. I think that probably covers all the questions we get asked about straightforward washing. Now, stain removal. A food-based stain, the best way to get that off is to use a little bit of washing up liquid, watered down washing up liquid on the damp jumper, and get it foamy before you put it in the machine for a wash. That should shift most stains. So then out it comes. This one's been washed and dried, and it's now ready for a little bit of a tart up. We press with quite a hot iron actually. I'm just going to make a start on this one here now, and we use steam as well to give it a good old, the steam's quite good at fluffing it up actually. If it's got a particularly long pile, you can finish it off with a clothes brush, just fluff it back up with a clothes brush, but the pressing really does sort of smarten it up. Now if it's got problems with bobbles, regular washing should sort that out. And then you can use various gadgets before you iron, because if you flatten the bobbles with the iron, you won't be able to lift them off so easily. Either a comb or this little machine is very good. So the Philips one we find is the best. You can buy them on Amazon or in sort of, I suppose, I think dry cleaners very often sell them. But the Philips one is definitely a good one. They're just battery powered. And they will just whiz over. Don't press too hard, or you can just manually pick off the bobbles, and that will make them look an awful lot smarter. Cashmere does bobble. Apart from the most expensive, on the older ones, they tend to have longer fibres. It's just the shorter fibres, particularly after they've been manufactured. As you wear, they loosen off and they form bobbles as you move around. But washing regularly should keep them at bay. I am also going to show you in another video how to repair, or how we execute a repair here, because I mean, we do repairs for people, but it is quite handy to know. If you're a sewer yourself, a hand sewer, it isn't a difficult job to make quite a discreet repair on a cashmere jumper. So I hope that's helped. Do give it a try. I'm sure you will find that washing cashmere is a lot easier than any hand washing and rolling in towels and all sorts of things that people have told me that they do to their cashmere. But it is really very straightforward, and certainly it's a robust fibre. The only thing it doesn't like is to be washed too hot. So do watch your temperature, but apart from that, it will really thank you and bounce out of the machine looking fantastic after it's had a wash. So there is the finished product, all ready to go in the drawer and ready for wearing again. Now, please do subscribe if you'd like more tips and ideas about how to care for cashmere. We are releasing these videos regularly. We'll be covering all sorts of cashmere care, cashmere repair, and interesting facts about cashmere.